Welcome to the Finding Joy in the Journey podcast. This is Sheridan Ripley. I'm a teacher, a life coach, an author of 6 books, and I am so excited to be with you here today to share a tip or a tool to help you find more joy in your journey. Today, I want to share some of my favorite healing tools that you can do on your own. And really, I'm sharing these because I'm going to be doing a 21-day Love Yourself More challenge. And these are some tools you can incorporate while you do that. So the first one is scribbling. And I learned about this tool from Ali Duzette. And the way that I do it is very similar. I'll tell you how we do it differently. So basically, I imagine what it is I'm trying to work on, whether it be clearing some emotions about something, releasing a belief, and I write it on a piece of paper. And then I take a crayon and I imagine all my energy and emotions and beliefs kind of coming out through the crayon as I scribble. What I like to do is set an intention on how long it will take. So I will think, okay, I'm going to scribble for 2 minutes and that will get all of the energy out. And I'll set my time for 2 minutes and I'll just scribble. Sometimes things are bigger. It will take a few times to do that. The way that Ali does it is she says you scribble until you start just naturally making an oval shape, and that's how you know you're done. So that works too. It's really whatever works for you. I'm pretty good at clearing energy and emotion, so I can do it quickly. Usually I can do it in a minute or so. But sometimes, especially if it's bigger, it's going to take longer. Okay, the next tool is journaling, writing, shredding. Journaling is such a great way to process your emotions or thoughts about something. Sometimes it's nice to have journaling prompts to get you started on what you can write. Sometimes you can just write because you know what it is. It can be helpful to know that you're going to tear up or burn whatever it is that you have written, especially if it's something that you don't want the whole world to read. Not that people should be reading your journal, of course, but I know if I'm doing something that is really personal, I will rip it up when I'm done. That gives me a little bit more freedom to really write whatever I want to write and destroy it afterwards. It's a therapeutic way to kind of get rid of what you've just written by ripping it up, throwing it away, or burning it. My third tool is affirmations. Now, I love using affirmations to help put new beliefs in that are positive. So I find it's helpful to scribble first or journal first to clear out the old and then create new positive thoughts that I want to use to affirm what it is I want to keep. Finding affirmations can be done in different ways. You can create your own. You just want to make sure that they're stated in a positive way. You can ask other people for help. I'm really good now at making affirmations. Also, you can Google affirmations about a certain topic, and there's usually samples that you can take from. Tapping is another great way to clear energy around something. Tapping is based on emotional freedom technique, and there's actually specific tapping points that they use. They start with a karate chop, where you're tapping on the side of your hand and you say something like, even though I'm angry at myself, I completely love and accept myself. And so you start with kind of like the big issue, and then you tap through the negative emotions that you're feeling about it. You're acknowledging what's going on in your body and mind and spirit. Then you go through and you tap on what it is you want to have. I think this is a really beautiful technique that combines acknowledging and clearing the negative and then putting in the positive. An easier way to tap that I sometimes like to do is I do what I call the butterfly tapping, and I just kind of put my hands together like a butterfly or a bird, and then I just kind of tap alternating on my collarbone. So this is a simplified tapping that you could choose to do. Then grounding and shielding. This is not necessarily a way to clear energy, but it's more of a way to protect your own energy. It's probably one of the most useful tools that I teach my clients to create a daily grounding and shielding routine. And I have a super fast way to do it every day with singing a song. that I offer for free for my newsletter subscribers. I'll link to how you can subscribe if you haven't already to get that free resource. I'll also put 2 podcast episodes about one for grounding, one for shielding. It just won't include the song and how to do it in a minute every day. But very powerful to have a grounding and a shielding routine. And it really has changed so many of my clients' daily existence by putting them in a good energetic space and helping them to hold that. The 6th tool is breathing. When we take deep breaths, it is one way to clear energy out of our body. It's like exhaling, releasing what is old and you don't need. We often will have situations where there's big emotions, and that is fine and normal. I always suggest breathing deeply as you're experiencing those emotions. I remember when I had a miscarriage and I was crying. I was so sad. And my friend was comforting me. And she's like, just remember to breathe. Nice deep breath when you can. And it really did help me to process that grief more quickly. You can't always breathe. That's tricky sometimes, right? When you're like in the middle of crying really hard, it's hard to breathe. But then when you calm down, if you take some deep breaths with the intention on just letting those emotions process and leave your body, it can help to go a little more smoothly. I have individual podcast episodes on each of these tools if you want to go deeper, except I don't think I have a breathing one. So I might have to find a different resource to share with that. These are all pretty simple, but if you do want to dive a little deeper, I guess grounding and shielding, if you already have a routine, that's great, but you might need to dive a little deeper if you don't. But I will, again, link to resources to those in the show notes. So I hope that these can give you some good ideas on how you can clear energy around topics and bring in the positive. What is happening? Yes. Thanks for listening today. I'm so excited for my upcoming Love Yourself More 21-day challenge. You can participate for free on Instagram at Power Up Your Prayers or in my Facebook group, Empower with Sheridan, from February 12th through March 4th. I'm also offering this Love Yourself More 21-day challenge as a class with extra bonuses, including visualizations, journaling prompts, and a group Zoom class to help you clear limiting beliefs and emotions so that you can better love yourself. The best part about signing up for the class is it will be there forever, and you can take longer than the 21 days if you need to, and always access the information, visualizations, etc. Visit SheridanRipley.com/loveyourselfmore for information. I also have some packages I'm currently offering to support you more fully during this journey if you're interested.